right, let's get it. Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Kevin and Makael. We are back with another video. I hope you guys are enjoying your week or weekend, depending on when you're watching this video. On this video, we are doing our second edition of 10 questions. Now, I hope we answer 10 questions. It might go longer. I'm not sure, but you know, he got to get ready to go to work, so I don't know how many questions we're going to get to.
Again.
If you're a first time watching to the Scorpion Show, I hope that you click that subscribe button. Also, everyone that's watching, please click the like button and share this video to Facebook, Twitter, or whatever social media platforms that you use. Please share that you're watching us. The other day, I set up a PayPal account for those who would like to donate to the Scorpion Show. As you guys know, it's been horrible in these YouTube streets. So if you would like to donate to us, you can send it to the Scorpion Show at paypal.com. And you can just go to paypal.com and you can send money to, you click under friend or family and you can donate to us. Also, we are doing donations for 2018. For next year, we are celebrating 10 years of the Scorpion Show, and we plan on doing a huge event. And if you would like to donate to that, Makael will give me the Gofundme link, and it will be inside the more info box. But it's a huge day, and we are already in the beginning stages of planning that, which I am very, very excited for, because it's not even, we haven't even hit the 9-year mark, but we are like, no, we're not going to do this year. We're going to do it next year where we can do it bigger and better. And, you know, hopefully all of our supporters will be able to attend what we plan on doing.
Can I chime in?
Sure.
Okay. So, yeah, excuse me, y'all, because I had to, before we start, I had to log this thing in on my phone. Well, anyway, like Kevin said, there is a GoFundMe account that I created. Kevin and I talked about this about a month ago, where we were talking about what it is that we would like to do next year for our 10th anniversary. Of course, those of you already know we're not having a barbecue this year, a block party. So many of you have been asking us. A lot of you have come in the past, 5-6 years to come and join us at our annual block party. But this year we decided not to have one so we could focus mainly on what's to come in 2018 for our 10th anniversary. So of course, because we plan on doing something big and special, not only for us, but for y'all, for being riders with us for the past 10 years, we set up a GoFundMe account so that we could have a set goal. And our set goal on our GoFundMe account is $10,000. Now, I know some of you are probably wondering, why $10,000? What's going on? I actually explained all of that, you know, in our GoFundMe. But if you haven't seen it, I'm going to explain it to you verbally. So what it entails is we plan on having, not a block party next year, but we plan on having a live Scorpion Show taping, which means Kevin and I and this camera will be in front of a live audience. And all of you are invited to come and join us, okay? So, we are looking at different venues here in Philadelphia. We were debating whether we would do it in New York or if we would do it in Philadelphia. I finally came to my senses, and I agree with Kevin and everybody else that we should do it in Philly because this is where we are, this is where we're from. And also it gives a lot of our friends and family a chance to join in on the fun as well. So the $10,000 that we're raising, it's to help us, because Kevin and I ain't got no money, okay? We ain't rich, okay? We got bills. We ain't got no money, okay? But we need your support like we have in the past with our barbecues. We need your support to help us secure a venue, to help us secure a lot of things so that not only is things made great for us, but so you guys, when you get there, you'll have a great, great time. We are also looking to have one of our celebrity friends, because as you all know, we got a lot of them, one of our celebrity friends come in and do like a half an hour with us on the Scorpion Show in front of all of you. But we are not going to tell you which celebrity RSVPs until it is an official RSVP. Okay? Now, yes, we will have tickets, we will have flyers, we will have all that stuff, good stuff for you guys in the coming months. But right now, this is just the beginning stages for what it is to come. Now, we will be selling tickets. We have not officially set a price yet. Why? Because we have not officially found a venue yet and the price for the venue. So we want to make sure we get all that in order before we set a ticket price. But best believe it will be affordable and you guys will be able to purchase a ticket and not feel like, oh my God, what? No. You'll be able to afford to purchase a ticket and you guys will be able to just come and have fun with you and your friends. The crowd that usually comes for our cookout is usually large. So we are expecting a large and even larger crowd. And this is one of the reasons why we are starting a year in advance. Because there's no need for us to wait until 2018 and trying to do something on this scale within a matter of months and then we are not able to accomplish it. So that's why we're starting now in July of 2017. So by August of 2018, everything will be in order. All of the money, God willing, will be raised and hopefully we can raise it $10,000 and probably raise a little bit more.
Yeah, and if you work for a company that sponsors, please get in contact with us because we would love to have your company sponsor us. If it works together, you can sponsor us. So I'm really looking forward to it. And as I'm sitting here, I can't believe it's been 10 years and I got this fucking tear in my eye. It's been 10 years.
10 years?
I can't get that out of my head.
I'm on go mode, and it's so funny because in this whole process, I'm kind of like running this ship right now, and I'm letting Kevin take the back seat. Of course, I'm letting him know everything that's going on, but because I see how great this is going to be for us.
It's going to be so great day. I'm really excited about it.
Because let me tell you something. When I was telling some of the celebrity friends that we have, I called some of them or text some of them, and they were like, "Oh my God, I want to be a part." So this is going to be great. Okay, this is going to be banging. It's going to be awesome. Awesome. Okay. So in the meantime, I'm saying all of this to say, again, if you follow me on Instagram, or if you don't follow me on Instagram, but you want to donate, the GoFundMe link is in my bio on Instagram. That link, when you go to my Instagram page and you see that link in my bio under my picture and my name, Makael86, you will see the link, the GoFundMe link. You click on that link. You'll see the little brief story that I have written down about why we're raising the money, and you can click on how much you want. You can donate $5, you can donate $20, you can donate $30, you can donate $100, $200, whatever it is that you would like to donate. It is greatly appreciated. And I just want to say this because already within a day we've already raised $85, which is I'm happy about that. And one day we raised $85. I'm really happy about that. I want to say this to all of you. It doesn't matter if you donate $5 or $10 or whatever. If you donate $5, your $5 is just as important as the person who donated $100. Okay? So I don't want anybody to think, oh, well, I wasn't able to donate that much, only $5. That is okay because you didn't have to even donate that. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that is greatly appreciated. So I don't want anybody to think, well, I can only afford $5. That's fine. We appreciate every dollar that you sent us. And one more thing. If you donate one time, you don't have to just donate one time. You can donate today or tomorrow. And then if you want to donate again next month or next week or whatever, you can do it. You can donate as much as you want. As much as you want. Okay? Nobody's telling you that you can't donate. You can donate as much as you want, how much as you want. Okay? So please go out there and support us. Donate because this is going to be a great event. And I cannot wait to book one of these celebrities so that this can just be, can y'all just imagine, y'all see how much fun we have together? Just imagine it being alive in front of all of y'all watching us. Y'all get to laugh and probably chime in. I don't know if I want y'all to chime in that much, but chime in. You know what I mean? This is going to be awesome. So please make sure we need your help and we need your support. So make sure you hit that GoFundMe link that is on my Instagram page, Makael86. It is in my bio section. Hit it up. Click donate. Donate as much as you want, how often you want, and yes.
Yeah. I'm just excited, y'all. I'm sorry.
And don't start crying.
I don't know why. It's just this damn tears keep coming out my eye. and it's coming out one eye, and now I got snot coming out. In my Mary J. Blige voice. So let's get to this 10 questions video. I'm gonna start with the first question from Essence 0922. Would you ever skydive? Would you ever skydive?
I've been thinking about it. Now listen, I have done some fun stuff. I've done some fun stuff in my 20-something years of life. I've done some fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Skydiving was one thing that I was like, that's one thing I don't have to do. Kind of like Vegas. Like, it wouldn't bother me if I never went to Vegas, because I have no, like, I would like to go, but if I never get to go, I'll be fine.
Oh my God, you gotta go to Vegas.
That's what everybody keeps saying, but it's like, yeah, it's okay. But skydiving, I mean, I would really have to be like, I would have to be with alright, let's just say this, I would have to be with the right people to go do it. Mm-hmm. Like, I would have to be with the right group of friends. We would have to just be laughing and just scared out of our minds and just like forcing each other into plane. No, you do it. No, you do it. No, bitch, you do it. And then, woo, we do it.
I don't have no plans on skydiving. It's too many risks behind it. I know it's a lot of safe people that jump hundreds and hundreds of times, but that's not something that I want to put my body through. Because first of all, I'm not afraid of heights. Like, if I'm on a plane, that doesn't faze me. But like, I've been to the Sears Tower, and they had this ledge where you can stand on it. It's like, and it's clear, and you can look down.
It's a glass floor. Yeah.
Yes.
They have that at the World Trade Center now too.
That really? See, I can't do it. I wouldn't be able to do that.
And you just stand on the glass floor and you just look down.
Yes, and like, what if you fall? Oh my God! Like, if you hit that ground, bitch, it's over with. I mean, on the plane, it's over with, but jumping, no.
Walking across the street, you can be over with. But I get what you're saying. Now, I will say this: I would rather, if I had to choose between skydiving and bungee jumping, I choose skydiving. I don't want to go bungee jumping.
I would rather, because it's at least you got something that'll protect you.
Yeah, but then what if you bungee jump and that cord pop? What's protecting you?
Nothing.
Right.
I think you have a more risk. You could survive
No, you can't.
bungee jumping.
Because you bungee jumping, you going straight down. Boom!
Hopefully it's water. I mean, you still want. I don't know, but I wouldn't.
Skydiving, at least you have a chance, if the parachute don't open right away, at least you have a chance to keep fighting for it to open until you get to the ground. Bungee jumping, you just hit the ground.
Both it can end in disaster.
Okay? Both it will end in disaster.
Yeah, so let's go to the next question. This is from Emma Iman Joe. What's the craziest thing that has ever happened to you?
Oh. What's the craziest thing that's ever happened to you?
That's a tough one.
Craziest thing that's ever happened to me. Crazy. What was crazy? Like, what happened? I don't know.
I can't even think of a crazy moment.
Right.
I could think
like, could crazy mean bad crazy or good crazy?
I guess anything we're gonna have to come back to you on that one. Because I can't think of one at all. Lady Evelyn, what is the most extravagant thing you've ever bought with your YouTube earnings? I would have to say two things. Two things. Spending my money to see Janet Jackson in New York City, which everybody thought I was crazy because I spent $1,100 for the front row. But it's a moment that I'll never forget.
Now that I look at it, I don't think you're that crazy.
March 19, 2011.
Right. I don't think you're that crazy now that I look at it. I think I thought you were crazy at the time. But now that I look at it, I'm like, child, people are spending that to stand in the Beehive.
Yes.
People were spending that to stand in that Beehive of the Formation Tour, and she only came to them about 2 times. So, hold up.
Just to be there, like,
Right.
and my hand can touch the stage. It was.
Not her at the stage.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't trying to touch her because I only security knocked me over. That, and I would say going to London 4 years ago and spending time with the subscribers of the Scorpion Show over there. I had so much fun. I'm really waiting to go back, but it's a moment that I'll never forget. And I left this country and I went by myself and I enjoyed myself. And I came back home. But just meeting people that came from far away, just knowing that I was going to be in London, that was one of the best trips of my life. And it was all from earning that money from YouTube. So that is the most extravagant thing that I can say.
I think for me, I would probably say my first car, even though it was a mixture of YouTube earnings and my job earnings. But I think that was the most extravagant thing at that time that I had purchased was my car. And I had made a decision that at that time I was turning 25 and I didn't want a used car because my mom was kind of trying to push me into the used car direction. And I didn't want a used car. It was my first car. I was turning 25 and I was like, no, I don't want a used car. I want a brand new, fresh off the lot, 0 miles car. And that's what I did. And the interesting thing about it is that I spent my entire 25th birthday in the car dealership. Because no one had warned me that when you buy or purchase a car, especially your first car, you are sitting in the dealership for hours and hours and hours. And I think I was in there for about a good 7 hours. And about the 5th hour, my sister who had come, she came with me because my sister was a car owner at the time, and so she was helping me with everything. By the 5th hour, she had got up and left because she was like, all right, I've been in here too long. And so the last 2 hours, I had to stay in here fine. But my sister left at the time where she made sure that the car dealer guy wasn't trying to get over on me. So remember I told you about all that. So my little sister was taking up for her big brother. So at that time, once she realized that everything was under control and this, that, and the third, and I never forget she told him, no, my brother can't afford that. Don't be giving him that. No, you got to bring that price down lower. And I was looking like, yeah, my sister don't play, And I could afford it, but she was telling she didn't want him to know that. Like, whatever the case may be. But yeah, so that was
on the prices.
Right, you got to, They say when you go buy a car, you got to bring somebody with you that knows what they're talking about.
Yeah.
And she knew what she was doing.
So this next one is from Miss Susie Baby. I don't like that name, but Miss Susie or Sucky Baby, I don't know. What is your hands down favorite movie that you can watch over and over and probably know the lines to it? Mine is The Color Purple, LOL. I would have to say, because when I read it, I thought of 2 movies. Selena and Sister Act 2. I can watch both of those movies over and over and over and over and over again and never get tired of watching them. And I've seen them at least probably 500 times each. Like, that's a lot of watching. But those were my movies. And if I could go even more, because this is more from like my childhood, the Little Rascals movie, I can watch that over and over. The Sandlot, I can watch that over and over. And there was this other movie a long, long time ago called Stay Tuned with John Ritter. I love that movie.
One movie for me that I can watch over and just love, whenever I see it on TV, I stop and I watch it, is Ghosts with Patrick Swayze, Demi Moore, and Whoopi Goldberg. That is by far one of my favorite movies. And it's a movie that I watch and I laugh at it and I hysterically laugh. And it's so funny because as I've gotten older, I understand the comedy in it. And I will sit and watch it with certain people and they'll be like, what the hell are you laughing at? Why is this funny? But it's like, I get it. Like, I love Whoopi Goldberg in that movie. Hands down, love her in that movie. I mean, I love her in that movie. She is hilarious in that movie. Okay? What other movie can I watch when it comes on TV or when it comes on? There was another movie that I used to love, and I still do love, but I haven't seen it in a while. My Best Friend's Wedding. with Julia Roberts.
Yes, that's an old school film.
Now that's a movie right there that I pick and choose when I want to watch it. And I say that because that's a movie right there that will make me laugh and make me cry. Because there's certain scenes in that movie that I just feel like I can't take this, and I just start crying.
Why you can't take it?
Because it's so sad.
Oh.
Because the movie is sad. It really is sad. Because for anybody, well, whatever the case may be. But the premise is her best friend is getting married. Julia Roberts' best friend is getting married. They've been, and you know, he's a man who's her best friend. They've been best friends for years. Cool. He gets married. He's engaged to get married, and he wants her to be a part of his wedding. But then all of a sudden, she realizes that she starts having feelings for him. So now she's trying to figure out how it is that she tells him that she has feelings for him and how not to get him to marry his wife, his fiance. And it stars also a young Cameron Diaz, who plays the fiance. But it is so funny and it's so good. And it'll have you laughing and it'll have you crying. And if you never saw the movie, it's a surprise ending because you'll be like, it's really good. It's really good. And I love that movie.
And if I could just pick one more from my adulthood, I would say The Help. And I've watched that movie about 50 times, and every time I watch it, I always see something different or notice something that I didn't notice before.
There's another movie too that I can pick, and it is Rosewood. Rosewood is by far one of my favorite films. Rosewood is a film that I feel like it all 20 years later, because it came out 20 years ago. This year, 1997, it came out. I feel like Rosewood is one of those films that was, and that still is, deeply underrated. And I feel like it was underrated for the story that it told. It was underrated for the acting in the film. I felt like, to me, I felt like, you know, I'm a big Oscars fan, or whatever the case may be. And I saw, also American Gangster with Denzel Washington. That's a really one of my favorite movies. Dad, why do you ask this question? This is a good question. Well, anyway, I saw American Gangster. I saw American Gangster twice in movie theaters 10 years ago, because that came out 10 years ago in 2007. I saw it twice in movie theaters. Well, anyway, I felt like when Ruby Dee was nominated for an Oscar for American Gangster, I was a little confused because even though she was good in her role was very limited in that movie. Like, you didn't see her that much in American Gangster. But she was nominated for Best Supporting Actress. And then it got me thinking, well, damn, why wasn't Esther Roll nominated for Best Supporting Actress in Rosewood? Because she was in the film a little bit more than Ruby Dee was in American Gangster and Rosewood. And she, to me, I felt like her role, her acting was so powerful. Like, Esther Roll, I felt like, was really a underrated actress. And I felt like when I saw her in Rosewood in her senior years, and for her to be the age that she was in her mid-70s, and for her to, you know what I mean? I just was like, how did the Academy miss this? And John Singleton, who directed it. It was just like, how did they miss this? Rosewood is a great film. If you have not seen it, please look it up. It is a great film. It's based on a true story. It's a great film. So yes, Rosewood, My Best Friend's Wedding, Ghost, and American Gangster. Denzel Washington in American Gangster. How did he not win that Oscar? He was nominated, but he lost.
To who?
I can't remember who he lost to in 2008, because it was for the Oscar movies that came out in 2007. I can't remember. He was nominated that year for American Gangster, and he lost. And I was so upset, because I felt like that was a great role for Denzel Washington. A great role. And American Gangster is a great movie.
Next question, I love Camille 808. Hey Camille, will you guys ever go back to reviewing reality TV like you used to? And will you guys ever review scripted series weekly? Now, I mean, I used to really, really love to review a lot of the shows, like the Love and Hip Hop series and all of that stuff. But once I realized how fake the shows was, I really started losing interest in them. And I think it all started with Love and Hip Hop making me lose my interest, because I could see clearly that a lot of these storylines are, you know, made up. But I definitely want to get back into doing the reviews, because a lot of you guys asked for it. And I would really want to do the Love and Hip Hop Hollywood franchise, because it's new. I ain't got to get to really know the characters, because I already seen most of the shows, and it's already starting off with the bang from this first episode. The mess is already started. reviewing television shows, I used to do it and then I lost interest in it. Because I don't want to keep guessing ahead. I like to be shocked from what I see on the TV screen. I love to watch it for the story and not thinking about what I'm gonna say in the video.
Right.
Like the new show Insecure, I love watching it. Claws, I love watching it, but I don't want to review it like every week. Daytime Divas, it's a lot of good shows out. Y'all just gotta be watching them. They're good. But if you're looking for a good TV reviewer and a reality reviewer, you can go to Ashley Miller. Ashley Miller review every TV show, and her videos be up like 10 minutes after the show went off. And I still don't know how she do it. But y'all can go check Ashley Miller out. And also check out Rox. Rox do reviews on TV shows, and she do their reality TV shows. So go over there, check them out, tell them I sent y'all. What about you?
No, I agree with you. I don't really watch too much TV shows, and see, this is the only thing. I don't catch up on a lot of TV shows now because of my work schedule. So it's kind of backwards for me now. So a lot of times, when I do catch up on it, I catch up on it at work, and I am catching up on it, on the app on my phone. I have the Xfinity app, and so I can watch live TV because I have that cable at home and whatever. I can watch live TV, catch up on shows. But it's like, once I've caught up on certain shows, I'm discussing it with my coworkers or whatever the case may be, and then I go home and I forget about it, whatever. But I feel like there's a lot of shows that are good, but I don't feel like there's a lot that keep me wanting to keep talking about it every week.
Yeah.
And I asked you if Whistling had a new season out. You told me yes, Greenleaf, but it doesn't, because I've already seen season 2.
No, it do. Right now they're on a break, and then they're coming back next month.
Yeah, but all the episodes from before this break, I've seen them.
Even episode 9, where Grace was fighting her uncle.
Where was she fighting him at?
In his apartment.
I think so. When she vandalized his car, or when she was.
No, that was like in the beginning, but they got into an actual fight.
I don't know if I've seen that one.
Yeah, you gotta watch it. It's the season 2 is back.
Really came back, and I was like, but the episodes I'm looking right now. And I'm about to see right now because Greenleaf, I love that show.
Yeah, it's really good.
I love Lynn Whitfield on that show. I just really like that show. Season 2. See?
Well, that's episode 8, the last one. Then it went on a break.
Jacob makes an offer to clear his debt and gain full control of Frank. Mac receives bad news from Skip Leonard, which puts him in exclusive place. I'm trying to remember if I've seen this, but I think I did see this one. Yeah. So I've seen all.
So I'm on break, and they'll be back next month.
Okay. Yeah. And shout out to, hold on, I gotta make sure I get her name right. Shout out to Jessica Lawrence. While we were recording just now, I got an email. Jessica Lawrence just donated $20 to our GoFundMe. That now it's gotten us to the 105 mark. So we now have raised $105. So shout out to Jessica. So make sure you hit that GoFundMe link in my Instagram bio. So now, next question.
Next question. Libra Royalty 87. If you guys can host one reunion for any reality show, which one would you choose?
I would have to say Housewives of Atlanta.
Yes.
Because that is a kid. Mm-hmm. Especially with Kenya, she's a kid. Oh, no, wait. I'm trying to think what I'd do. It would have, okay, so Housewives of Atlanta, and I would want to choose Basketball Wives.
Yes, that's the one that was on my mind.
Yes,
Basketball Wives. Because I just want to talk to Jackie and get her together.
And I also want to talk to Tammy too and get her together. Tammy, you are a gopher. You are a gopher. Point blank period. You are Evelyn and Shawnee's gopher. And this whole you trying to sympathize with Jackie, you're not trying to.
Girl. And I was mad that she was doing that on this episode.
Right.
She fucking
and she was doing by shouting Jackie out and all that to make
Tammy, Shawnee made her do that.
Tammy likes to keep the pot going.
Yeah.
Kind of like it reminds. She just keeps, they say, don't post that. You gonna keep shit going and then still post it. Or kind of like when I come here and shit's a little quiet, so I gotta stir the pot. Like last night, I don't know how I stirred that pot, but it got started stirred.
Yes.
Because 1 minute Nina's in the kitchen cooking, the next minute she's going crazy, telling me a story about something that I didn't ask her about, but she knew to ask me. Tell me, because I was going to be engaged, like for real. Getting her madder and madder.
Don't do it.
So when he came in the house, she was really mad. I stirred that pot and then left.
Texas Rainbow Mommy, what is something you've learned in a past relationship that will follow you? I can tell y'all right now. Cheating.
I learned that. I learned that from cheaters.
Don't
The show.
do it, because when you cheat, or if you have cheated, the person can know, and the whole dynamic of the relationship is different, even you treating them differently. So I would say do not cheat, and that's something that follows me at all times. Do not cheat. What would you say?
Be more giving and less with your hand out. That I learned in my past relationship, and it's a good thing. It's a good virtue to have, because you don't always want to be the one that always has their hand out and always, what I mean. It doesn't look good. So sometimes it's good to always be it's good to be that person that you're like, no, it's all right, I got this, and no, I want to get what I mean, because that's what I learned from my past relationship. And be more humble. You know what I mean? Because I feel like a lot of folks get into these relationships and they are just big-headed.
Say that one more time.
Big-headed. Like they get...
In a relationship?
I feel like some folks get in relationships and they become big-headed because they feel like, oh, I'm this and I can't be replaced. Like, I get upset when I see people post things such as, you'll never be able to find somebody better than my ex will never be able to find something better than me, or this, that, and the third. And I often say to myself, no, well, maybe they did find somebody better than you. That's why they left you. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I'm sure that whoever my ex is with now, if they're with somebody, that person has some qualities and traits that I did not have. And that's not a bad thing, you know what I mean? Because the next person I find might have some better qualities than what my ex had. That's not necessarily a bad thing, and it's not a bad thing to want to wish your ex good. Mm-hmm. Because I remember the night, and I don't want to get, wow, these are good questions. I remember the night my ex and I broke up, and we were on the phone for like hours after we had officially broke up, but we were still on the phone talking. And I remember one of the things that I said to them, and I'll never forget, is when you go into your next relationship, whatever your next relationship is, and whoever it's with, you have to be able to communicate a little bit better. Because towards the end, your communication with me sucked. You have to be a little bit more, open to, if there's something going on, you have to be open to say it. Because if anybody, you should want to talk, tell me, because we're together. Yeah. Or the next person that you're with. Don't leave the next person in the dark the way you left me in the dark. Mm-hmm. That's how it was for me. I was not, F you and that next person, they going to flip. No. I wanted them to know that whatever happens in the future, I want it to work out so that you won't make the same mistakes that you made with me. Because I didn't like to be left in the dark for certain things. I didn't like that. But yeah, so that's all I'm going to say. Boy, I don't even know what question we were on.
That was about what have you learned from your previous relationship. I believe it was... I don't remember her name because I skipped it. I skipped it.
Whoever said that, that was a good question.
Yeah. Capital_K. What's one place you haven't visited that you would like to travel, and what's your favorite place in the world so far to visit?
What's one place you haven't visited that you would like to travel to, and what's your favorite place in the world so far to visit? I would like to go to London. I would like to go to Italy. I would like to go to the south of France. One place that I have visited that I loved was this past December. I went on this week-long cruise for my birthday, and we went to like 6 different islands, and one of the islands that I just completely enjoyed like I could go back. Is St. Kitts. I really enjoyed that island. It was so beautiful. It was just a beautiful island, and it was the island that really stuck out to me the most. Like it was just a beautiful, and I think it had everything to do with the beach that we were on. I don't remember the name of the beach, but it was like a little small private beach. It wasn't that big, and it was just beautiful. Like it just was beautiful. Every island I went to on my cruise was beautiful, but St. Kitts stuck out the most, and I was like, I could really see me just coming back to St. Kitts for a vacation, not on the cruise, but just coming here for a vacation, coming to a small beach like this, and laying on the beach in a beach chair, and just like, this is where I am in the world, and everybody else is back in where they're at, and I'm in St. Kitts on this island by myself. And the beautiful thing about it, which was even more beautiful, because I had a video on my phone too, it was so nice and quiet. Like there were people on the beach with us, but it was just like, it wasn't like a Atlantic City or Wildwood where it's packed. It was just like, all together, it had to been maybe about 30 of us on this little private, like small beach. It was just so quiet, and people were in the water, some people were, you know, on the beach reading their books, and I was just so, I was like, wow, this is nice. You don't always have to go to Miami and be around all these people.
Yeah.
Just something like, oh, so beautiful. When we got in that cab to go back to the ship, I was just like, this is beautiful. And I'll never forget this.
Yeah, for me, y'all know one of my favorite places to go is Atlanta. I just love it. It's different. People from all over the United States come to this little city to live, to that little city. It's now a big city to live. And when I'm there, I just have a great time, and I hate going home. Like I cry every time I go home. But besides London, I would have to say the Dominican Republic. Punta Cana was one of my favorite places to go to. And I would have to say New Orleans. Because New Orleans, I love the culture there. And I love the food. The food is amazing, and I don't think I would ever get tired of eating the food. And I think I would gain a lot of weight living there. And the music, like it's music everywhere you go. You hear music in a band somewhere with somebody playing on the saxophone. It's nowhere in the United States is like New Orleans. Like you could go to different cities and be like, oh, I've been here before. This is like a small city, or this is small New York and stuff like that. But New Orleans is New Orleans, and there's no place like it. And when I get a whole bunch of money and I want to retire, I think I'm going to go over to London and I'm going to stay there. Because I love it. I just
stay
love
there
it.
to live or stay there?
I'm out of here. I'm the fuck out of here.
Oh boy.
If they let me live there, if they will have me, I will go.
Yeah.
Bye. I say bye to the United States. Because it's going to get worse here. Oh my God, it's just ridiculous.
It's going to get worse. It is worse. This country elected Donald Trump as its president. It can't get no worse than that. You get it?
No, I actually can.
Yeah, he could win a second time.
We could be going to war with North Korea, which would be horrible. But right now, I think they're just playing with each other.
And have North Korea and Russia teaming up. Can you imagine?
I would be going. I'm going to have to go somewhere.
Yeah, to your room.
This is the last question. Britannica, don't do that. If you could watch a tape of your life, would you? And who's your favorite person in the world? If I'm say a favorite person, I would have to say my mother. And I could go on and on and on and on explaining why, but I don't want to do that because then I'm going to start crying. And then, if I could watch a tape of my life, I will only watch the sober moments. I would never watch the unsober moments. Because some stuff I would love to relive. Like, I go somewhere and I have a good time. Like, the best thing that I ever did on a trip was record the trip. Like, I did like a vlog when I went to London. And if you never watched that video, I recommend you watch that video. Because I was able to relive that whole experience of a trip. Most of the time if I'm on vacation, bitch, I'm drunk and I'm just having a good time and I'm enjoying myself and I ain't worrying about 2219. I am just enjoying myself. But yeah, that's what I would do. If you can watch a tape of his life, would you?
Not now. Maybe later. Maybe some years later. Because I need to do a little bit more. Like I feel like I haven't done that much to want to go back and watch that. I probably would like to watch the younger years, and the younger years I mean when my grandmother was alive, because I think some of the best memories as a child that I remember, a lot of them have to do with when she was alive, and I think that that would just, first of all, when I have dreams, when she comes to me in my dreams, which she doesn't come that often, but when she does come to me in my dreams, it's always the best. And you know when you're about to wake up, when you start realizing, yeah, this is a dream, but I don't want to wake up, and then you wake up. But I would love to go back and watch watch the tape of that period. And my favorite, what is it? The favorite? Who's your favorite person in the world? My favorite person in the world would have to be none other than Jesus, because he saved a wretch like me. Okay, like there's no better feeling than knowing Jesus and knowing that he loves you unconditionally. So yes, that would have to be my favorite person in the world.
So that's going to end our video. I don't even know if it was 10 questions. It felt like 10 questions to me.
I think our answers may have, but I think we had good answers.
Yeah, good questions and good answers.
Yeah, they were very good questions.
Yeah, so thank y'all for watching this second edition. If you have not donated to either the GoFundMe or to the PayPal and you would like to, the links are down below. I want you guys to enjoy the last weekend of July because it's going to be
August, honey.
Tuesday, and that means the summer. We only got about 4 weeks left to the summer because once Labor Day get here, you know that's really the end of the summer. So enjoy that sun, enjoy the heat while you can.
And take a little time to enjoy the view.
Yes, and if you missed the view, I want y'all to watch because we're going to talk about it on Monday with the former police chief of Ferguson, Missouri. He was on The View, and Whoopi and Sonny got him together on the show. And I need you guys to watch it. So make sure y'all look for it. Okay, peace.